welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Romae. Don't be a stranger. Come on in, have a drink of water with us and join me on my journey. So in today's video, I'll be discussing a topic that is very important but often goes overlooked, and that is how to stay motivated on your journey, right? So everybody has something that they're trying to achieve. I know a lot of my subscribers might not necessarily be embarking on the same journey as me, and that is fine. I appreciate the support. So I'm here, I'm trying to provide content that you guys can relate to. So the good thing about these tips today is that they not only apply to my specific journey, but they can also be applied to different areas of your life, and I hope you enjoy them, okay? So let's get right into it. So just like myself, I know there are a lot of other people who have lost count at the amount of times that they may have started a particular journey, and there are others who are afraid to start their journey for whatever reason, right? And that brings me to my first point, which is changing our mindset. When you start something new, in order to be successful or to persevere at what you're doing, you first have to condition your mind, right? So in order to do that, we have to get rid of any negative thoughts that we might be harboring, any doubts that we might have, right? And you have to stop saying, okay, I can't, and start saying, yes, I can, and yes, I will, because that is the energy that you want to have in your mind. And when the fact of the matter is that we really cannot make any physical change without first conditioning our mentality, because the mind controls the body. And if your mind doesn't believe that, okay, I can do this, then you really probably won't be able to do it, right? So yes, another part of conditioning your mind, you have to let your mind know that, okay, this is not going to be short term, this is a lifestyle change, I'm in this for the long run. Yes, I know that I won't achieve my goal overnight or in 3 days, or but me still gonna stick to it and keep pushing. Because the reason why a lot of us have tried and failed, or tried and fell off or whatever, is because we weren't ready. Mentally, we weren't ready. So the first step to initiating any change and keeping motivated on your journey is to change your mindset. If you think it, you can do it. And let me tell you something. You see, when they telling us say you can do anything you put your mind to, them never tell a lie. Them never tell a lie. When they told you that you can do anything that you put your mind to, them never tell a lie. Once you believe it, you can do it, okay? So tip number 2, I have spoken about this on my channel already, but it still applies here, and that is to set goals, right? All right, look at it this way. If you don't know where you're going, right, you don't know how you're going to get there either, right? So you have to set goals, because goals allow you to know exactly what you're trying to achieve, and allows you to formulate a plan about how you're going to get there, right? So it is very important, as you can also see if you're hitting the milestones that you want to hit, and make sure that you're on the right track, and everything like that. I said this already too, and I'm going to say it again. The next thing about goals is that you have to ensure that the goals that you're setting are realistic, because if they're not realistic, they're going to be harder to sustain and harder to attain, right? So you have to ensure that the goals that you're making are realistic. So this step is very important. It allows you to know what you want to achieve, how you're going to achieve it, and just do what you gotta do. You do what you have to do. So this is, I encourage people to write it down and say, okay, this is this, by July whatever, August whatever, I should have this, or I should do that, or I should be here. You understand? So set your goal, okay? And that will help you to keep motivated, especially when you see that you're being able to tick them off one by one off of the list. Because believe me, that feels really, really good. Really, really good, right? So the third tip that I have is to find your inspiration. Find people, find things that makes you want to become better or do better. You understand? So for me, I have a body goal. I have something that I have an image that I want to look like. Understand? I have other things why I want to get a healthier body, such as I want to be healthy, I want to live long, all those kind of things, and those things inspire me and motivate me. You understand? So I also utilize my social media, and instead, let me tell you, instead of following all the gossip pages and whatever, I'm not saying don't, but find people who are on the same journey or who have completed the journey that you are now on and were successful, right? Follow them, because these people are I follow a lot of fitness pages and influencers. These pages, they not only provide information, they provide advice and they motivate you, because me know say I know me one and every day me get up and feel like I want to do this today. I don't get up every day feeling like a real sunshine, like I want to go outside, go jump up and down and do it. And that is the truth. No, but I get up every day and I take my phone up. To be honest, the first thing in the morning, one of the first thing in the morning we do is we're on our phones, right? So when I see these pages pop up and they be like, okay, and you're taking the little quotes and look at advice and something and be like, I really never feel like do this today, but I'm going to do it. Because if they can do it, so can I. And believe me, it really, really helps. You might have a bikini you want to fit in, or a pants or something. Hang it up somewhere where you can see it every day. You understand? You might have a vehicle where you want to buy. You might have some amount of money where you need to save, or something, whatever it may be. Find the things and the people who inspire you to do better and push on and persevere, because believe me, it can get hard. It can get really, really hard, okay? So that was tip number 3. Tip number 4 is to find a support system. Find a support system, right? So as the famous songwriter once said, no man is an island, no man stands alone. And that, I don't know, I don't understand. No man is a, I don't understand what I'm trying to say, right? So the fact of the matter is, no matter how much we think we can go through our journeys alone, or how much we think we don't need nobody, the fact of the matter is sometimes you need somebody to talk to. Sometimes you need somebody to give you that extra push and tell you, say, yes girl, you can do this. You reach too far, why you go stop? Or just say, go on me G, you understand? Whatever it might be, just that little bit of push. That's when it, yeah, just to know that other people believe in you, it actually helps. So find a support system, whether it might be a family member, a friend, a co-worker, a spouse, whoever it is. Find somebody. And as I said again, it is good to use your social media and follow influencers, right? This is, I know you might not be able to talk to them every day or whatever, because them have things to do, right? But social media, you can utilize social media. For example, on Facebook, there's so many groups out there. You'll be surprised with how much people are on the same route as you right now, are trying to do the same thing that you're doing right now. And it's good to just hear other experiences, get advice, and hear what works for them and things you can try. And they might be a bit ahead of you, and it's good to stick close to these people. No, me not tell nobody to go out here, go share, childhood trauma and all them something there. No. I mean, yes, you might be able to form meaningful relationships from these interactions, right? But you know, be cautious, and you'll be surprised of what you can find and who you can find and how helpful they can be, right, guys? So utilize your social media, find a family member, find a friend, just something that helps you, right? And believe me, you will be surprised how far it can go, because sometimes you feel like giving up, sometimes it's just too heavy for you, and sometimes you just feel like you can't go on no more, especially when you're not seeing results. You're like, what is the point of this? What is the point of this? But you're true, you know, say you just need to go on extra 2 weeks and boom, you're go frightened at what you're gonna see. You're frightened. The results will surprise you. You understand? So believe me, it is good to have people in your corner. So the next thing, okay, the last tip. So yes, we just talk about how hard it can get, how to feel like you can't push on anymore, and you know, believe me, I know all about it. So I don't know about you guys, but I believe in God, right? And I pray, right? And sometimes when you don't want to talk to anybody, and because the thing is, some people might just not understand what you're going through, or you don't know how to express it through words, or you know, and sometimes you just need to sit, have a quiet moment, meditate, pray, do whatever, put it in the hands of a higher being, and you know, just try your best, and you will see your results come to life. Because believe me, it works, guys. Believe me, it works. I don't know who you worship or what, but you just have to find something that brings you some inner peace and settles your mind and let you know that, okay, there's somebody who's bigger than me, who is in control. One of my favorite Bible verses is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And it might sound very simple, but that Bible verse has brought me through so many situations, and you'd be surprised. So this is my last but very powerful tip. Just pray, meditate, and leave everything in the hands of your supreme being, and keep on pushing, and believe me, it will manifest. So that brings me to the end of my video. I know these tips might seem simple, but believe me, they're very helpful, they're very powerful, and don't knock it until you try it, right? Don't knock it until you try it. So thank you for watching, guys. Let me know if you enjoy these tips. I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't be afraid to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.